Hey everyone, welcome to In a Nutshell, a series where we vaguely go over games in a semi-comedic fashion. Today we're covering Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. It's like the first two games in the series, but in the desert and not quite as good. We start off with our buddy Nathan and fellow friend Victor Sullivan, who you guys should be well acquainted with by now. We're dressed up all nice and dapper to meet with someone that I instantly dislike. This guy gives me the vibes of an entitled child that got everything he wanted growing up and never lost that lifestyle. Get this. He gets mad at us because they try scamming us and giving us fake money. Yeah, this guy. Thankfully, we're not gonna see him anymore. After getting into a fight that's part of the tutorial, we escape and run into the main bad person of the game, Catherine Marlowe, which I'm pretty sure is an In a Nutshell world record thus far.
That's a new world record.
And as she takes our ring that's important for the story, both us and Sully get shot. That's it? That's how the story ends? We're merely 10 minutes into the game and that's what happened? Oh, it was a setup? Well, damn it, it's my job to make a fake death section in every video I release, and I still plan on making those credits roll. Thank you. Anyways, we have a new friend here, Charlie Cutter, who helped us fake our deaths, and I'm pretty sure this is the guy we broke a pool stick over in the fight at the beginning. Yep. That's him. So we head off to find this treasure with our new friend and former love interest, Chloe. Hey, Chloe. To find this secret decoder thingy that's going to help us find this treasure. We swing from a chandelier like a Sia song and finally catch up and spy on the bad guys just in time for them to realize they've been duped. Score 1 for the good guys. We find a map to tell us where to go, and in true Uncharted fashion, we get bombarded with bad guys just as we're catching on to where the treasure is. Now, where does a super important map take us, you may be asking? To some building that ends up burning down. We then do some stargazing before some not so happy people decide to try and blow us up with some good old-fashioned RPGs. Well, that wasn't very nice of them. After avoiding all the explosives, it's hard to believe, but this is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Through 3 treacherous journeys learning Nate's story, he's about to reveal the coup de grace of all treasure heists, the biggest discovery in the history of mankind. It's all behind this door. This very door! I promise that wasn't even a setup. I actually thought that was the ending. After our imminent letdown, our buddy Cutter here gets shot up with some KGB type dart gun by none other than Dickwad from the beginning of the game. Yeah, that guy. He starts to obey the Dickwad like some sort of obedient dog, and that's gonna cause some issues. All I can say is, "Oh, Raggy." For the second time in the game, we get in a good old-fashioned brawl with Cutter, and after multiple punches to the face, we finally knock some sense into him, and he starts to come to. Also, forgot to ask you guys randomly, but do you like spiders?
I don't like spiders.
After struggling to play around on some giant world globe that took me longer than I'd like to admit,
You did it.
we run into Dickwad yet again and the Wicked Witch, and they're not too happy about the whole "we're still alive" thing. In typical bad guy fashion, instead of just shooting our good old friend Cutter, the witch lady decides this is the perfect time to play with matches. Cutter isn't sure whether it's best to fly or fry before deciding to see if humans have evolved to fly after all these years. And he's dead. Nah, just kidding, he lives. As we yet again escape, we're off to Yemen to find our treasure, and things are looking up when... Hey, Elena, how's it going?
Sully, what the hell is she doing here?
Also, this is the time to let me know if you guys like spiders, cause here's some more spiders, and I sure as don't. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, all I can say is the next good chunk of the game doesn't go too well for us and our buddy Nate. We get drugged by Dickwad's dart gun thing and start to trip out. We get into a fist fight with Dickwad, and that turns to shit. We shoot this poor soul. His day turns to shit. We end up going on a nice boat ride, which turns to shit. And then a nice plane ride, which, let me check my notes here. Yes, also turns to shit. I just want to put it out there that Old Man Schaefer has cursed Nate and this channel ever since he said,
Everything you touch does turn to shit.
After one of the most badass camera pans in video game history, we then spend almost 20 minutes of just mindlessly wandering the desert. No civilization, no GPS, no water, no Chloe. Man, this sucks. We finally discover an old abandoned city and head down into a well that's completely dry. In typical Uncharted fashion, we once again run into more bad guys that are just as upset as me that there's no stinking water around here. We get saved by some nice gentlemen riding some horses as we try to escape the city filled with baddies. As we're escaping, we almost lose our lives to a sniper, and Nate delivers one of the most nonchalant lines I think I've ever heard for someone getting straight up murdered in front of him. And the Game Award for Best Voice Acting in a Game goes to Nathan Drake in Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. Congratulations. After escaping with our new Yemeni friends, we officially meet the second person named Salim in the In a Nutshell series. Him and his men are planning on attacking the English caravan just like us. After successfully stopping the caravan and reuniting with our good old buddy Sully, we head straight into a sandstorm which ends up leading us into the hidden city. Honestly, as beautiful as this place is, I'm just thankful there's some actual clean drinking water. With our palates cleansed, it's time to go find our treasure with our good lifelong buddy Sully, who I would be so lost without, and
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Hey, I just realized something. For the first time in an Uncharted game, there's no mythical creatures that we've ran into. I wonder why they stopped doing. What the is that? Oh, never mind. They just put Ghost Rider in this game. Oh, and before we get too far, Sully didn't actually die. Nate was just tripping balls from the water source, which ended up being the downfall of the city here. Damn you, Naughty Dog, for toying with my emotions. For one last time, we run into our main baddies of the game, and they're pretty upset with us since we kind of ruined their chances to collect the treasure. Now Old Lady Withers here falls into quicksand, which, as a kid, I always thought was going to be a bigger problem in life than it ended up being. Anyways, Nate attempts to save her, but I think he wasn't trying all that hard because the old lady sinks beneath the sand to expire. With Catherine 6 feet under, it's time for an epic final showdown with Dickwad here. After some satisfying punches to his face, he gets close to killing Sully, but before he can, we put a couple bullets into him and he epically falls to his death. That's what you get for messing with my Sully. As we escape yet again, I can't help but be impressed with how we've managed to destroy two ancient cities that were lost for centuries in back-to-back games. As we look off in the distance, the city of Ubar sinks into the desert sands, never to be seen again.
My God.
We get a nice send-off between Elena, Sully, and Nate, but I can't help but feel like there's something missing to give this series a proper send-off. Oh, okay. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you watched until the end and enjoyed yourself, be sure to subscribe to the channel to get more awesome reviews of games in a nutshell, as well as ringing the bell to be notified when new episodes go live, and to watch me play the games for the series during my live streams. I have an awesome server to hang out in as well with the link in the description. Have a great day everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode of In a Nutshell.